Hello again. So I've actually been to my first show, my first invert show. I went to Bedford show, and I didn't know I was really going at all. Well, I wasn't supposed to be going. I was supposed to. My daughter's birthday is the 24th of September, so I can never go to that show anyway. And this time I've been ill for a whole week now, and it's Monday again, so I'm still ill. And so I had to go to the doctors and all. So I missed the family outing anyway, basically, which meant I was free, but not till late on. So I got there quite late. But anyway, it was really good. I went to see loads of stuff, loads of weird stuff, and I'm one of these people. If I go to a pet shop that has tarantulas and bugs and things like that, I'll get talking to someone and I'll just stand there for half an hour, something like that. Easy, no problem at all. So it wasn't good turning up a bit late, probably about 20 to 2. I thought, well, it's all right, it didn't shut till 4. So a lesson I've learned from invert shows is that they read out the raffle at 3, and whilst they're reading the raffle out, half the stalls are packing away, so it's not really on till 4. Well, some of the big stalls are still there, but yeah. So next time I'll try and get there a bit earlier, and I'll concentrate on the small ones first to get around to the big ones later, because they're more likely to still be open later. But it's a good thing, because so I looked at some stalls and I thought, well, I might come back and get one of those later, or get that later, but they were already shut up and packed away by the time I could go back, so it saved me some money. Let's put it that way. And I didn't get to some of the stores. Didn't get to Bugnut, didn't get to Creatures from the North. Some of the big stores I just didn't get to. That's it. Anyway, so if you've never been to one, then that's my advice. Go to this quieter stores. If it's quieter stores, then go there. If the big ones are all crowded up. I'm no expert on these things. Anyway, so I got a few things, and I'll show them in this video. Yeah, some millipedes and a snail for my daughter. Millipedes are sort of for the kids, and my wife says they're for me, really, but they're not. We all enjoy the millipedes, and they're arboreal millipedes, so they're actually out and about all the time. Really good, better than any millipedes I've had before. And yeah, a female GBB for my breeding project. That was the main thing I was there for, really. My male is not far off maturing, and she's about the same size. That might be a separate video on that. I don't know. I might just show you what I've got and then do the video on I'm about to build the tank now. Yeah, and I only got 4 little slings. Didn't spend much money, which is quite restrained. I shouldn't be buying slings, because I don't need more slings. I need to get my breeding projects going. So I hope you enjoy having a quick look at what I got. And I forgot all about taking photos. I met some amazing people. I met Mark, the spider guy. I met Matt, Tarantula rookie, who I meet him quite often, actually. I bump into Matt all the time. Who else did I meet? Leah. I very briefly saw the Grindlers, but they didn't know where I was or anything. And I had a massive chat with Dave's Beasties, Beastie Dave Fisher, and Camera Lady, and that was cool. I'm a big fan of them. But then I missed out on lots of other people. I didn't even know were there till the night I got back, because I just missed out those stalls. So I never saw Scott, and I didn't see Alan the Spider-Man. And there must be other people that I just didn't see or didn't know, whatever, I'm sure. Nobody knows who I am. That doesn't matter. Once you do YouTube videos, other people might recognise you and know who you are. So yeah, it was cool. It was really good. And I'd like to go. Well, I'm going to go to the one in Mildenhall, hopefully, on the 4th of November, is it? The 4th of October. 4th of November, I think it is, in Mildenhall, Phil's show. That's going to be fun, because that's just down the road. My problem is that all the ones that are close to me are always on dates when I just can't go. The BTS, that's not that far from me. It's on my dad's birthday, and it's the weekend after Antcon, when I've already gone to Antcon, So I can't be away from the family for 2 weekends in a row. So yeah, I've been going on too long already, I'm sure of this. So enjoy the video anyway. Okay, so back from the Bedford show. I'll just set them up in this tank. These ones are the Cameroon rosy leg millipedes. According to Venomous Vision's website, they get to 8 inches, so these are probably fully grown. Well, easily 8 inches, I'd say now. And they're more arboreal. So you see, I've put them like liching on sticks. And there's rotted whitewood at the back there. See that big chunk of it there? And this substrate is well rotted anyway. It's got other stuff mixed in there. They've been doing some strange behaviour. The one on the left came up. It looked like the one on the right sort of headbutted it, and it flew back on its back like that, and then it's been in a sort of submissive pose. It's only just now coming round. You see it sort of touching it very gently. I've got them sexed, so I've got a male and a female here. I wonder if there's some kind of courtship or something going on. I really don't know. I have had some millipedes for over a year now, Thai rainbow ones, but you never see them really, very rarely. And they came to me at 5mm, and now they're more like 50–60mm. I thought they were still about halfway, but apparently that's not far off fully grown. And they may have actually even had a baby as well, which is strange. There's another one appeared in there, but it's smaller. Look at that. What's it doing then? They may be having a nice new setup's got them in the mood. I don't know. Maybe this is just what they do. Quite pretty, aren't they? We've put the other one in here. See down there? That's, you can sort of see the Cameroon species 8, which is more of a fossorial one. Go into the website. Yeah, very pleased with these. I like the cucumber. So I'm hoping we actually get to see more of them in this tank in the kitchen. And the fact that hopefully, because they're arboreal, we might see more of them as well. We shall see. Maybe we'll get babies as well, you never know. Very pleased with those. Well, this is weird. The other one's moved away, and the one that was doing this lying on its side thing is doing it again. Look. It's not related to the other one. So it's not nothing to do with mating or dominance, it's just, I don't know, I keep looking and finding it doing this sort of lying on its side up in the air. Very strange. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on it and see what else it does. Looks like it's picked up some springtails from this tank. Let's see if it acts normal from now on. So this is another purchase today, bought for my daughter for her birthday. It's the dwarf West African land snail, Arshashantia papiacea. And this was the one I was originally going to try and get her, because it doesn't grow as big as the big ones. It's been quite happy. It's been watching Strictly Come Dancing tonight on her hand, eating some pear. That's a piece of courgette, and the big one is down there. Nice de burro, I like that one does. So hopefully it should be able to live with the big one. And they can't breed, I hope, because they're two different species. They can cohabit. So I think that one down there will probably be quite happy having a friend, I think. Oh, falling over. Yeah, quite pretty, because it's got a white body with a black face. Nice. The shell looks a bit battered though, this one. I'm sure it'll be alright. Okay, bye. Okay, so she is the star of the show, really. This is a female. She's not a fully adult. I got the choice of 3, and she was the smallest of the 3, and £5 cheaper. But she's pretty much exactly the same size as my male. She's a sub-adult, and she's a GBB. Don't know what she's like yet. No idea. My male's sort of chilled out a bit compared to how he was. I got my male as a tiny little 1 centimetre thing. Not that long ago, actually. He's grown well. Yeah, I decided to give GBBs a go. Although I've spoke to Shady, my person I know the most about breeding, who says they're very hard to breed, actually. Not as simple as you'd think. So anyway, I'm up for a challenge. So you'll see her new enclosure very soon, possibly in this same video, depending how this one goes. All the bits out ready. I'm about to do it now. I just thought I'd do a bit of a show what I've got, sort of thing. Yeah, she's not going to spread out. You'll see her in the video. Okay, so what we do have from Dave's Little Beasties, I can actually say I've got one, a spider from him now, is a H. pulchripes, golden blue-legged baboon. Decent size. It's actually there, sat on the top, but it's probably going to be difficult to see. I'll see if I can show it to you. There it is. See it? So that's big enough in my mind, anyway, to move it out of this. I've got a setup I want to put that in. Not going to do it straight away, but yeah, in a week or so that's going to go in. And it's from Dave. God, Dave's Little Beasties. But I was going to get one of these. No, one of these. The Thai zebra from Dave as well at the time, and I got distracted and just ended up buying that one because I'd hold on to him for that long. He was talking to somebody else. So I'll come back for one of them because he had really grown on ones. But anyway, I got this from a different table. I think it was about the same price as what he was selling them anyway. About a 10 or something like that. Not that small, it's just run off. Just gone down there. But his were about twice the size for the price. Anyway, but I got one. At least I got one. As I say, it was a bit of a rush in the end. Things were all closing down. I was like, oh no. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. Trinidad dwarf. You know, the love heart butt. And it says just tarantulas on there. Syria Cosmos elegans. Got it, very good price. I've never seen them this price before. It's only a £5. It's absolutely minute. But I looked at these on everyone's tables and they were all minute. So there's nothing. It's just a question of finding one at the best price, really. But I've felt like I needed one of those in my collection because I like collecting dwarfs. So it won't take up much room or anything like that. And it's a £5. So it's just going to eat very small things. So yeah, quite restrained really in my slings. You know, I could have bought some. Oh, and one more. We haven't bought this one, have we? So this is St Vincent's tree spider. Tapenacinius St Vincenti. The reason I've got this is because Sean at Sean's Spoods said he had one, and it was one of his really, like, a really good spider that seemed really underrated, and not many people seem to have them. I've got 3 other, well, 2 of them are Amazonias. I don't know if I dare open this. This is the one that could just disappear. This is a high risk I'm taking here. No, I won't take it off. You can actually see it just there. Just moved around. It's so active, this one. I'm not going to take that off. That needs rehousing as soon as possible. It's a good size, that is, actually, as well. Probably getting on for 3 centimetres, that one. So that needs rehousing as soon as possible. So this is my little sea elegans. Eating a red runner nymph. Should have had this set up first because he actually came out and grabbed it straight away. And the nymph is at least the same size as him. When it's got its head crushed, but it's not dead. And he was hungry. This is the M. albostratium, which is Thai zebra, I believe. Got that hole. It's not going to go for this. I do. You never know. It actually stuck to the tweezers. Ooh. Oh. I'm not even filming, am I? So it dropped down that hole off the tweezers and the spider's over here. No, the spider's coming up now. Ah. I've got to go and find it though now. It's not going to live and damage him. So I squashed its head. It wasn't meant to drop down the hole either. Anyway, I don't think that roach is going to eat this if it was to molt. It's just very annoying that it dropped off the tweezers in one spot. Oh well. Okay, let's have a look at the H. Pool Cripes. See if he'll feed for us. There he is, right on top. So you can see he's big enough to go into somewhere else. There we are. He's liking it straight away. There we are, so living up to Dave Beastie's reputation for a nice spider that likes to eat. I'll say that. But always, I think this spider's going to have to be called Dave, because that's where I got it from. Yeah, this spider's called Dave. Okay, taking a massive risk here, because this is the one that scares me, because it's quite big. It's the St Vincent's tree spider. Genius. Webbed at the top, it's at the top. Let's see if it runs out or not. There it is. And there he is taking that. And he's desperate for a rehouse. Anyway, hungry. I have to show this. She's up on the shelf now, but she's moving around. I don't know if she's actually caught roaches. I've been distracted feeding those little slings. Nice to see her walking around. You can see the colours on her. Hello, sorry this video is a little bit late, like 2 weeks late. And the reason being, you've probably all heard about all this, so I videoed that video and then it all blew up all over the internet, all about the phorid flies and the nematodes. Short rundown of that if you don't know about this, but anyway, so somebody bought something from Bugnut, and Bugnut are a great seller. I've used them 3 times and they're really good service. And when I tell people, I'm like, if you want the biggest size spider for your pound, for your buck or whatever, go to Bugnut. They are great for that. Downside of Bugnut is they do a lot of importing wild caught. I think that's what's like a bit on the bum. So at the Bedford show, someone had bought a spider from Bugnut, and it was posted. I'm not the expert on all this situation. I don't follow Facebook very well. I'm not good at Facebook. But there's pictures on Facebook of a picture of a spider that's got nematodes and, you know, well, no, it's got phorid flies. Phorid flies put maggots all over the mouth of the spider, and the moment you see that, everyone's up in arms, like, is it nematodes? And we still don't actually know 100% if it was nematodes yet. Anyway, that was Bugnut. And then 2 days later, someone who bought spiders from the spider shop showed the same thing, or what appeared to be the same thing from the spider shop. You know, maggots all over the spider's mouth, and it's like, and they were opposite ends of the hall. It was a reasonable sized hall, but they weren't anywhere near each of those 2 stalls. If they're all there all day and there's flies, phorid flies going between all the different stalls, then potentially anyone could be infected. So that's possible. So that's the reason my video didn't come out. Everything that I've shown in this video has ended up being in severe quarantine, and I'm pretty sure everything's fine now, to be honest. The slings are fine, my GBB is fine, yeah, no signs of anything wrong, because the GBB was from Spider Shop, one of the things was from Spider Shop, one of the other slings from Dave Little Beasties, and he's had videos out of showing phorid flies and maggots and like maggot casts all over them. So it's all been a bit kind of, the last 2 weeks have been a bit stressful. I freaked out. I admit it, I freaked out. I was thinking, oh no, I've got loads of flies in here, but I had them before, and I don't know what I'm showing you on the video here, but there's fly papers all over the place around here, you know, there, up here, there, down, and where I've got my cockroach colonies down here, there's down there. But you know, I use a lot of natural substrate and topsoil, stuff like that, so I get flies all the time anyway. I just have to deal with them, and I never get like maggot infestations or anything like that. Anyway, so that's why my video is very late for this thing. I hope I've not gone too much, and but it's all good. Everything's good. I'm fine, and yeah, watched videos. Shady's video really put my mind at rest, because she showed how, you know, well, Shady's video, which I think she's had to take down because it got taken the wrong way, and people were, you know, thinking that she might be in the source of the nematodes. Well, that's a load of rubbish. She's a very responsible owner and breeder. She did that in response to everyone else freaking out, just to show how it can affect your collection and how bad it can be, and how she's been dealing with it, and she's got to the point where she's clear now. Yeah, and somehow that's been taken the wrong way, which it shouldn't be. And then Dave's Little Beasties, he's done a video showing how he was dealing with his Sabai Blue, and treating her for his phorid flies in his case. Yeah, so he treated her, and I was posting up saying, shouldn't he be worried, you know, that he's putting bigger holes in, making more ventilation. I was saying, you don't want those flies going to other spiders in your collection, and she wasn't one that went to the show and all this sort of stuff. And Dave's replied to my messages sort of saying, no, don't worry about that, I don't think that's the case. And I think he's been proved right. He's done another video last week where he's, you know, it's worked, how he cleaned her up, it's worked. Anyway, and then Spider Shop sent their affected spiders off to be properly analysed in a lab, because you can imagine that nobody's going to want to buy tarantulas from Spider Shop or Bugnut until all this is sorted out. But Spider Shop has sent theirs off to a lab, and it's been diagnosed as not nematodes. They are that serious. If you're watching this and you don't know about nematodes and tarantulas, they are if you get them in your collection, then well, all you could do is isolate every single spider from every other spider and hope for the best, and any that have got them, you're going to end up putting in the freezer. You know, they're dead. That's it, there's no cure. So you just got to stop it. The moment you notice it, you've got to stop it. One way to stop it, obviously if you can't move everything to separate rooms, is to use organza fabric you buy on eBay. That's what you use. It's the same stuff you get if you bought a mantis. It would have organza fabric, and that's enough to stop flies. So you can put organza fabric around every enclosure, all the air vents, and that will prevent infection from one to another. As far as I know. I could be wrong, but that's what I know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry it's been a ramble. Tarantula rambling, that's what I do. So thank you. Bye-bye.